Hello, Leo. Welcome to Tarot by Cecilia on Patreon. This is your monthly tarot guidance for the month of October 2016. Yes, I said October. We are finally here. Oh my goodness. I think this is our easy peasy month of the year. I'm saying that, but at the same time, I think there's a lot happening. All right, now let's talk about what's going on this month. My list is so much shorter, which is wonderful. Okay, on the 6th, Mercury will leave shadow. That gives you like that all systems go feeling when it comes to your, technology, cars, everything of that nature, signing contracts, entering into new, ventures. So, on the 7th, Mercury will enter Libra. Now, Mercury's going to start picking up speed. So it's going to move through the signs really quick until it gets to its next, shadow phase in retrograde. On the 16th, there will be a full moon in Aries. On the 18th, Venus will enter Sagittarius. On the 22nd, I'm liking this part of the month, not because I'm a Scorpio, but because I think it really starts to highlight, some truth and some matters for everyone out there, including you, Leo. Things you need to open your eyes to. All right? So on the 22nd, the sun will enter Scorpio. Then on the 24th, Mercury will enter Scorpio. And on the 30th, there's a new moon in Scorpio. You see where I'm going with this? It's time. All right? These situations that have been going on, and, I feel like there was some sort of refusal to budge or to see on your part. All right? Something's going to change a few things for you. Now, let's talk about it here. Let's look at these cards because I think your month starts off with a bang. There is, or there was, on September the 30th, a new moon in Libra, okay, which was the most glorious new moon of the year. But I have a feeling it's brought with it some surprises for you. That's about the way I want to put it. Like, that leave you scrambling. I want to say, like, over the first 10 days of the month. So I think the things that come up at the new moon bring, situations that, like, have you needing to move on from a spot that you were in. All right, I'm just looking at this, and I really want to say by the 10th, which is in the U.S., Columbus Day. In Canada, it's Thanksgiving. All right, there is a need to maintain some emotional calm here because there are some challenges that crop up. I don't know what you have going on, but I'll tell you what, Leo, part of it is around, an opportunity that manifests itself. I feel like it's like out of the blue. That's what leaves you trying to figure this out. I can't help but think that there is a big decision in here for you somewhere. It's like a permanent separation and moving on from a situation that just was stuck. All right? So it's time to start looking to the future. One of the things that I see here, and I know a lot of Leos, but it's that what you do to yourself. All right? You create these things. All right, by that little world that you make and that not wanting to look out of it. So you see you're the one that's holding yourself back, whether you realize it or not. And this is in, choices that you've made, choices that have to do even with relationships, okay? This may be part of the eye-opening energy, all right, because you thought it could just be your way, and that was it. And I do think that someone else has shown you kind of like an, oh, well, here's the door type of thing. What did you do? See, I think there was just too, like, I don't even know how to put it because I'm not trying to point fingers here. But it's like if someone was really kind. And you were just like, I'm just going to do what I want and, you know, forget you. You know, that type of thing. You know, that in your face feeling that the other person had, that challenge that they felt from you. I think it really is an indicator that they're willing to move on from having known you. So, I don't know. It's a big moment here for you. Big, big moment. A lot of clarity and a lot of reflection. You know, I hope that you do have a lot of clarity this month, Leo, because I think there needs to be a big review now that all of the, planetary fog is clearing. Because really, have you been fair? Because someone's in a lot of pain here, and someone has been heartbroken for too long. I don't think it's you, all right? I think it's your treatment of others, and maybe in your mind it was all okay. This is, sometimes when I do these, I'll be honest with you, man, I feel like I get a little rough with people, but, I try to do it in the most gentle manner. But there is a lot of review here, and there is the need to balance it out, okay? To be fair, all right? What is it that you wish and hope for? See, you can't have both sides. You can't still have people in your life if your treatment of them is not fair, all right? So it doesn't matter if your hands have been tied in a particular situation. It's time. We've talked about for several months now that learning to choose differently, learning to choose properly. Oh boy. This is interesting because whatever this eye-opening thing is for you, it may give you a second chance. All right? A second chance because you've done this to yourself. It's like you're carrying around all this crap that, I often just don't know why. But it hurts other people and it needs to change. Like you need to move yourself into a more not just reliable mode, but one where I think you need to seek forgiveness, like for real forgiveness. I've never remember saying that before. Okay? Because there's an individual who is, I want to say, by all accounts, struggling with responsibility to be independent. But your choices have really been causing this person an awful lot of pain. Okay? And they just want things to be fair. So you may find conversations coming up, or if it's not conversations, it's events that happen that bring it to your attention that, this person is still the kind person that they were, always were. But you've been somehow misguided in the whole thing. I'm like, okay, my mind is thinking of all the Leos and all the people, and I'm like, yeah, there's something going on. So, a lot of reflection for you. It's like, I like the words I want to put. You really have to be honest with yourself. What do you want from life? What do you expect from life? Okay? Not just there needs to be, reality. There needs to be some real clarity here with your thought. Because it's like you're not paying any attention to something that's wonderful that has been offered. You may very well be too late. Okay? May very well be too late. It's just, it becomes a thing of the past. And you know what? I want to say that this goes back over like a 6-year time frame. All right. What I see playing out. And, you want to look, oh boy, this is a tough one talking to you this month, Leo. It's like you want to look at it one way. You want to see the sad side of it, but you don't see the good in it all, the positive, the memories, or this other person. I'm just saying, you can't keep defending your beliefs toward changes. There needs to be, like, this to me is just starting to look ridiculous in a sense. Now, I want to say that, the things that come in that have you scrambling in the beginning of the month, that they have a positive impact in your life. All right, and that's a good thing. That leads you to choices. Which way do you want to go? We've talked about choosing differently, and where will it lead you? See, for some of you who are not restricted, I feel like some of you are and you feel isolated. That's not everyone. But there are others who have a choice. And I almost want to say it's like a physical move. You can go somewhere. All right? Maybe not right now, but the time is coming. So there's this, it's like you've done it to yourself. You could have had it. You could have had it all. You still have the connection. All right? But it's time to create a new beginning. Now, is this new beginning with, the person who feels so betrayed by you? I don't know. I'm going to pull a couple cards here and see, because I'm really like, this is like a month where it's saying, yeah, I want to say so. Leo, get your act together. All right, because I don't know what you did, or I don't know. It's almost like some of you put something else first. All right, whether it was your job, something else, your finances, something that happened. So in order to rectify this situation, yeah, because this is emotional, all right? It has to do not necessarily with love, but with people who, love you, care about you, worry about you. So there is this need to get over your little self. Alrighty then. Yeah. Get over your little self, Leo, because it's like you're looking in the wrong direction. You're not looking at what matters. See, love, or, whether it's love, or love family, or love friends, whatever it's about, is blocked by something that you thought was a higher power, like money, or whatever you were doing, okay? But the loss that you had, here's the part, I'm calling you out on it, Leo, because at night, or when it's just you, and you think about it, you do feel bad about what you did. You do wish that it wasn't that way. But see, when I look over here, you're the one that created the situation. You're the one that built that wall, that excluded that other person from your life. And it can't be the way you had it. This is some powerful stuff here this month. And I hope it hits home, because it may not be for every Leo, but boy, it's for some. That's for sure. So change has to come. All right, change has to come. There's no sense feeling bad for yourself at night because you were, not able to bring yourself to do the right thing. I mean, that's just wrong. Just wrong. You're the one that's in the wrong. Okay, so what's not in your control? All right, you need to sort it out, the black and the white of it. Is it possible? All right, you're blocking your own new beginning, and there needs to be some form of closure on this whole 6-year thing. All right. Now, does that say that if you knew someone, no matter how long you knew them, but this past 6 year stretch, whatever happened, that you should never know them again and close the door? I'm not thinking so. Okay. What I'm thinking here is that, it's like, Leo, get your act together and close the door on that chapter and start a new one. All right. It's time. You have things that you need to work out, which are, I want to say, financial in nature, not necessarily about finances, but that's part of the decisions that need to be made, like, that help balance your life out. So if you put something else that you valued over and above someone else, and you didn't do the right thing, that's what's coming up this month, is that working on it. Does it repair the relationship with the other person? I don't think so. I mean, not right away. I'm not seeing it happening. But I think there is a distinct feeling that you get that, all right, maybe there is an error in my ways. Do you think? All right, so, you're going to be working on standing on your own 2 feet this month in a more positive way. And what I like is if you could shift that focus, you could take a chance on happiness at some point down the line. I'm not sure when that is. It doesn't want to show me, but I'm more inclined to say June. Okay? So it takes you time. You have to go around, and I want to say, like, fix little things. That's the best way I can put it. It's almost like doing community service for your life, where you say, okay, I see now what it is I've been doing, and I can't fix it the way it needs to be fixed overnight. But I think that you can fix it by June, and yeah, that's it. That cycle is done, and that's a positive thing. And then you can have a renewal with that other person. Now, when I look at this, there's something that comes in sooner than June. Okay, it has to, because things don't go one way and then just switch overnight. So, in other words, I want to say by the time like February rolls around, you're back. Things are more right, but you're just more like at a beginning with this other person. All right, this takes work on your part. Okay, to get things going the right way. I don't know how else to explain it. I'm hoping that you're understanding this, because it really is going to take some patience on your part. Patience with yourself, first of all, for realizing what it is that you've done and how to go about fixing it. All right, that's the biggest thing. It's not. There's nothing here that's saying, Leo, that you're a bad person. I just don't think that in reality you knew how much you hurt the other person. And if you did, you were kind of like, oh well. All right, so it's, I want to say, judgment time. That's what's coming this month. It's like, now it's time to be, reckoned with by the universe and own up to your behavior. So, boy, that was a lot. I want to thank you for listening, Leo, and I'll see you here again next month. Take care.